CDR continued the sequential process. Okay, we're on step number 4. The prior step, step number 3, was determining whether there was medical improvement. And that concerned only the prior impairments that you went on before at your CPD, your comparison point date. Okay, so once there is medical improvement, they need to know whether it's related to the ability to work, because there can be improvements medically that have no bearing on the ability to perform work-related tasks. Okay, so they go on to say that there's 2 mechanisms. If you won previously due to a listing level finding, as opposed to an RFC, residual functional capacity finding, that you couldn't do any full-time work. So if it was a listing, they look at, is that old impairment that was listing level then, is it still listing level now? If it is still listing level, then whatever improvement there was does not relate to the ability to work. Okay, so that would be a, if it's unrelated to work, what happens then? It brings you to step 5. And I alluded to that during step number 3 discussion. And that's where they can still find you not eligible for disability anymore due to some exceptions that we'll get into. Okay, so listing, if it was a listing level that you went on before, you might not even know, but if you go get your file, you'll find out. Then is it still a listing level? Is the same impairment still listing under the same listing or any of the little sub divisions within that listing? Okay, and then the other, if it wasn't a listing level method or mechanism that you won on before, then you won on the residual functional capacity, the alternative way of winning, which is where I think most people prevail. Most people are not listing level. So this is where they compare the RFC that you had that you won on back at your CPD, comparison point date. And they have a new residual functional capacity as to how you are now. And has it improved? It says that there's no improvement in your ability to perform work-related tasks, then it would not be, then your medical improvement is not related to work. And then you would bump down to 5 and check out those exceptions that could still boot you. But you really don't want to have MI, medical improvement, for this purpose. Obviously in your life you would like to. So again, it's either comparing your listing from before to see if you still have it, or comparing your residual functional capacity from before and seeing if it is improved and if any improvement would in any way affect your ability to work. And so 2 different ways. And again, if you are found that the if none of the work, none of the improvement affects your ability to work, you go to step 5 to see if it could still be booted on some exceptions. If it does implicate the ability to work, then we go on to step number 6. So we're going to talk about step number 5, step number 6. But again, no matter what, whether it's medical improvement that's related to work abilities or not, you still have another step. Okay, we still have step number 5. All right, we'll get to that. See you there.